Hey everyone, it's Deb from Locked Up with History in the National Crime and Justice Museum at the Geelong Jail. Excuse my appearance, it is pouring with rain today, so I got a little bit wet coming in. Wheelchairs and rain just hit different. But today I thought I would talk to you about one of my favourite things in the jail, and it's because it's a story that absolutely fascinates me. It has ties back to Jack the Ripper. In England, so the murders that happened in 1888 in London, also known as the Whitechapel murders at the time. But one of the people who were one of the suspects for it, although I don't believe he was responsible, but he was one of the suspects for it, and I'll explain why in a little bit, is Frederick Deeming. So we have a couple of busts of Frederick Deeming around the jail, probably because he's one of my favourite serial killers. But I thought I would show him today. It's been a little while since I've introduced you to Fred. So if you turn around behind me, you can actually see there's Fred there. I will turn around and give him a proper shot in a moment. But this is a replica death mask of what was taken on Frederick Deeming after his execution in 1892. So let me spin you around and I'll show you it properly. So you can see behind me Frederick Deeming's bust that we had made by a friend of ours, Cole, who does a fantastic job of making these guys look really real. Now, to give you a bit of an idea of how real this looks, if I hold up the book, so this is what he actually looked like. So this is Frederick Bailey Deeming from his mugshot on his record. There's also the book, The Hunt for the Australia Ripper, which I wrote about Frederick Bailey Deeming in that. So I did a bit of research into him. One of the ways I research, as I've said before, is our timeline. And through that timeline, I don't believe he was even in England at the time. My belief is he was the sort of man who wanted this attention all the time. My belief is when he was arrested in WA for the murder of his wife, Emily, that one of the reporters said, "You're Jack the Ripper," and he went, "Yep, yeah, I am." And kind of went with it from there. That's my belief. But it's a very interesting case. Even up to 5-10 years after his execution, the Victorian police was still receiving telegrams from around the world asking if he could possibly have been responsible for these unsolved murders that they had in their country. So yeah, it's just one of the displays we have here at the National Crime and Justice Museum at Geelong Jail. We'd love to see you come along and have a look at everything. Thanks. Bye.